Hey guys, welcome to Jase Outdoors. I am Jase and I'm just going to unbox and field test these Binoculars night vision goggles by dsoon. You know, these are $200 pair of Binoculars. So I'm going into this open-minded that these are not $2,000 pair of night vision goggles. So let's just see what these things can do. The dsoon NV5000 are night vision binoculars and goggles that record 3 megapixel photos and 1920 by 1080 video. They use several levels of brightness to see in total darkness up to nearly 400 yards. View your photos and videos right from the LCD screen inside the binoculars from the supplied 32 gig micro SD card. It has a 4x digital zoom, a 2.5-inch display screen, and this unit runs for just under $200. Can these really be any good? So let's do the unboxing real fast. It comes in this nice case, nice carrying case. Inside the case, you have your carrying strap, instruction manual, micro SD card that they supply with you, cleaning cloth, and a USB cable. Important, keep product away from water and fire. Install battery correctly. And the Binoculars themselves. It's a lot bigger than I thought. So I'm seeing these for the first time, and I'm going to throw some batteries in here. So it looks like you have 2 compartments, and each compartment takes 4 batteries, I believe. Let me just check this side. Yep. So 4 AA batteries on each side. Let me grab some batteries real fast. So the first thing that they recommend doing is formatting the SD card. So they supply you with a 32 gig micro SD card, and it looks like this little tab here is where you place your micro SD card. Make sure it's in the right direction. There's a little picture there. Do not force it in or it is wrong. So it's actually upside down. Shocker. Alright. Let's turn this set of Binoculars on. I'm sorry. I'm just having a hard time with that. I mean, you just send me a product to do a review on, and first thing I notice is the words are spelled wrong. So let's turn these on. You press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. And it is on. I don't know. It might be hard to see that. Huh. Alright. So right off the bat, once this boots up, you're going to hit the menu button located right here. You hit that one time, and it takes you to the resolution. Now, to scroll up and down, you see IR, there's a little up arrow, and IR, there's a down arrow. So you can scroll up and down your menu by using these two. So then to select that option, you're going to hit shot, and that'll take you into that setting, and then from there you scroll up and down. This defaults to a lower resolution, so you want to make sure you crank that up as high as it'll go. And then to select it, you hit shot. Let's scroll down one to the video resolution. Make sure that's on 1080p. Night vision sensitivity, the high, medium, and low. So I'm just going to leave it at the default in the middle. We'll leave that off. The screen brightness, we'll leave off. Frequency, I'm just going to leave as the default. You want to set your date and time. Timestamp, language, and here's the format. So this is the first thing that you want to do when you turn these on. You're going to hit shot, and then you're going to hit shot again to confirm yes. And there it's formatted. So we'll continue going down. You can update the firmware, and you're back to the beginning. So that is literally all there is to set up in this. Then to back out of here, you're just going to hit menu, and that takes you to your main screen. And real quick, I'll just point out, to turn on the IR sensors, you're going to push this once and that turns it on. Hit it again and it increases the IR sensitivity, but it's not darking here at the moment, so it's not really coming up. So if you long press the IR button, that is where you get your zoom. As you can see on the right hand side, you'll see that scrolling up, and if you notice, the picture quality gets very pixelated. It is a digital zoom, it's not an optical zoom. So it's best to just leave this out as almost as far as you can go. I would say like right in here is not so bad. Then if you want to go into photo mode, you're just going to go up here to mode again. You're just going to hit mode, that puts it into photo mode. And then to take a photo, you just press shot. If you hit mode again, that takes you where you can view your files that you have saved on your binoculars. And then you're back to the beginning. That is really all there is to set up on these. Let's see what it can do in the dark. It's not dark out right now, so I'm going to turn these lights off in here and just see what it looks like inside. So I turned the lights off in the studio and just started looking around in the night vision mode, and I was kind of impressed, but I also thought, well, you know, this is pretty close quarters, and you know, I would expect this to look pretty good. So I jumped on outside just to see what I can find. I had some deer in the yard and filming the targets here, and this is about 40 yards, and you know, daytime stuff is it's okay. You know, the quality is certainly not anything to write home about, but it's working. It looks pretty good. So I couldn't wait till it got dark. So I went up to pick up my son from an event, and I'm in the parking lot filming across a Little League field. And from where I'm standing to this fence is about 90 yards. And I am really impressed by this. And I mean, you can read all the letters on these signs. I mean, it looks pretty good. So this is already working a lot better than I thought. So I went for a walk in the woods, and you know, with the trees and everything, it's still pretty darn good. And I'm like, I just gonna get to the point. Like, these things they're legit. I mean, I in the beginning of this, like I said, I went into this open-minded that these aren't very expensive, and you know, I was just be happy if they worked a little bit. But I'm actually kind of blown away by how good these look in the dark. So now I'm like, well, let's just jump in the car and, you know, go drive around and see what I can find, just like the old spotlighting days. But just, you know, using these binoculars, and I came across two young bucks in this open area. It's practically somebody's yard, but these deer are about 50 yards away, and I'm just blown away by the quality of this. Again, the image quality is not the greatest, but just illuminating it in sheer darkness, I couldn't believe how good these work. I mean, I could not see those deer one bit prior to turning on these binoculars. So I wish I had a big open field around here. I don't have anything too big, but again, well over 100 yards, these are clearly illuminating enough to be able to see what's in the fields, and that is just way beyond what I ever expected from the very beginning of this. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised on how well these work. Again, I feel like you would be buying these for the nighttime images, and that is where it excels. It's definitely better at night. Again, the quality of the footage is, it's not like, you know, mind-blowing. It's good enough. It works. But the only thing, if I had to be picky, which I wasn't prepared to be picky because I was just like, again, just hoping they worked. It would be nice if they had image stabilization. It does get a little wobbly when you're holding them, but if you could get, you know, rock solid, or it has the 1/4-20 threads on the bottom here, so you could, you know, mount it to a support and it would be perfectly steady. But just input stabilization. Now, of course, that's going to drive up the cost. So these are under $200 on Amazon. I'm going to leave a link in the description for you to take a look at these. But if you were on the fence of, you know, maybe wanting to try something, night vision goggles that, you know, they can get pretty pricey. These will get the job done. Don't buy them for the quality of the footage, but you're buying them to be able to see in the dark. So I really hope this review helps you. Again, I'm pleasantly surprised on these, and I'm going to continue to use these. And if I find any updates or have anything to share along the way, I'll be sure to post these. Again, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time on Jase Outdoors.